Hi everyone, welcome back. And this is about the uh, different organ systems of Nereis. And in this video, we'll be looking into the excretory system of Nereis. Okay. Excretion in the case of Nereis, it is brought about by the structure known as nephridia. And this picture it shows a single nephridium of the Nereis. Okay. Usually, one pair of nephridia is found in each segment except for a few anterior and a few posterior ones. So in most of the like trunk segments, they have a pair of nephridia. Okay. Each nephridium, this is we are going to speak about the structure. This is the structure of the nephridium, and each nephridium it is can be divided into a main body part. This is the main body part. Then we have as a neck region. Okay, so the each nephridium it can be distinguished into somewhat oval, curved body, and a narrow neck. Okay, the body lies transversely in the ventrolateral aspect of the segment. Okay, it is that is the what you call nephridia usually lies towards the ventral side of the of each segment. Wherever it is nephridia bearing segments, you can find the nephridium it lies towards the ventral side of the segment. Okay, we have already mentioned that there are usually a pair of what you call nephridia present in each of the segment, isn't it? So it will be somewhat like this placed. Okay, on from either side there will be a nephridia. Okay, and usually towards the ventral side of the what you call the each segment. Okay, and one on either side, so laterally placed, right? So each nephridium it is placed transversely and towards the ventrolateral aspect of the segment, while the neck, this is the neck region. Okay, the neck it penetrates the intersegmental septum. This is one segment and this is next one. So this is the intersegmental septum. Okay, so the intersegmental septum it separates the adjacent segments, right? This is you can see here, this is one segment. Okay, and this is the other segment. Fine, and this is the anterior one. So this is the anterior segment. This is the segment, the complete segment where the nephridium is placed, and this is the segment posterior to the nephridial bearing segment. Okay, now what happens is the neck it penetrates through the intersegmental septa and extends to a short distance into the adjacent anterior segment. Clear? Okay, now this is the main body part. Okay, the main body part of the nephridium, it, it lies in the what you call ventral towards the ventral side of the segment. Fine. Now speaking about the structure, the main body of the nephridium it consists of a syncytial connective tissue. Okay, syncytial mass of connective tissue means it is formed of fused cells. Okay, the tissue is composed of fused cells, syncytial mass of connective tissue, and it contains very highly coiled, you can see it is highly coiled excretory tubule, or it is otherwise known as nephridial tubule. Okay, this nephridial tubule is open at both the ends. At one end it opens out at the nephrostome. This is the part which extends into the adjacent anterior segment, segment, and this opening it is the nephridiopore which opens to outside. Okay, so the excretory duct or tubule it is open at both the ends, right? One end of the tubule opens into the coelom of the adjacent anterior segment. It is by a funnel like nephrostome. Okay, funnel or the nephrostome it is known as. It lies in the neck region. This is in the neck region. Okay, and this what you call the nephrostome it is provided with cilia, and all along the nephridial tubule at various places you can see the inner lining is provided with cilia, except for the last part of the nephridial tubule. the whole nephridial tubule, it is provided with cilia at various places. Okay, and a nephridium which possesses a ciliated nephrostome, such a nephridia is known as a metanephridium. Okay, this is known as a metanephridium. When we spoke about the platyhelminthes and all, we saw it is having a protonephridia type. This is metanephridium. Okay, and behind the nephrostome, as we have already mentioned, the nephridial tubule, it is highly coiled in the body region and finally opens forms a terminal duct. This part is the terminal duct which opens to exterior through the nephrodiopore. Okay, and this nephrodiopore usually it is situated near the base of the ventral cirrus of the parapodium. I hope you remember ventral cirrus is a structure is closer to the neuropodium of the parapodium, and this nephrostome, nephrodiopore, it opens out closer to the the ventral cirrus of the parapodium. Okay, and the nephrodiopore, it is guarded by a sphincter. The nephridial tubule, it is ciliated, as mentioned, it is ciliated at various places, while the terminal duct and a few of the last portions, they are non-ciliated. Okay, now how the excretion, the physiology of excretion is, what is this physiology? Excretion is carried out in two ways. Okay, the outer surface of the nephridium is densely covered by blood capillaries. Outer part means in the sense here, all this. Okay, and the gland cells forming the wall of the nephridial tubule, it remove waste materials from the blood and finally discharge it through the nephrodiopores. So it collects the waste materials from the blood and it is collected into the nephridial tubule, and through the nephrodiopore it is poured outside, or it is removed outside. Okay, the nitrogenous waste collected, it is mainly ammonia, and the ciliated funnels of nephridia opening into the coelom, this part also remove dead or dying coelomic corpuscles which have eaten up or have been destroyed by foreign bodies such as bacteria as a part of the defensive mechanism of the body. Any useful substances entering the excretory tubules, it is reabsorbed by itself and it is returned to the blood capillaries. So this is known as a selective resorption. So this is what happens. The nephrostome, it collects the dead or dying cells or destroyed foreign bodies or dying corpuscles. It is collected by nephrostome from the coelom of the adjacent anterior segment, while the nephridial tubule, since the nephridia, the body of the nephridia, it is closely associated with capillaries, the waste materials from the blood, it gets transported into the nephridial tubule, and then from there it is getting passed on out through the nephrodiopore. Okay, this is what happens. Fine. The nephridia also possess the power of osmoregulation. That is, it plays a very important role in maintaining salt and water balance in the body of Nereis. Okay, so this is about the excretory system. We saw the structure of nephridium and how the process of excretion is made up of. Apart from excretion, nephridia also plays a very important role in osmoregulation. Okay,